correcting a map drift here. Might have to drive it back on and off to correct the map drift here. I don't know. Charging, pause. I'm gonna go back over here. I got people working over here, so yeah, we're live here. What's up, guys? Ryan with Yarbo here. I'm playing with my machine real quick. I'm gonna try to correct a little bit of a map drift before we get started, but there's also people out here, so I'm gonna test the machines right now. Any eyeballs in yet, man? Anybody tuning in? Hey, what's up, guys? Sorry, some people are here right now. It's gonna take the Yarbo out right now. I want to see where it's saying everything's at right now. Oh, we're good. We're good. I think somebody was messing with I'm gonna close this one out. I think somebody was messing with the data center. I want you guys to see what I'm dealing with, though. Or what the Yarbo is going to be dealing with in a minute here. I'm going to flip the camera real quick, and we're going to get the Yarbo out going. We're going to do a, sorry, you got an ugly view of well, no, you got the Yarbo van. That's fine. So here's my situation, guys. I got to drive the, don't show me this again. Here's the situation. I got to drive the Yarbo out this way. But you see, I got one of those infamous Chicago gangs, you know, the Al Capone gangs and all that stuff right over there. So I think I'm going to send the Yarbo out, but I don't know if they're going to be mad or not. I really don't want to interrupt these geese, but they are kind of messy too. Also, I don't want to get attacked. So you guys can see right there. This is where I got to get the lawnmower through. So yeah, fun stuff. I'm going to get the Yarbo out here going. Let me grab my water bottle too. Get her out there though. Sorry, I'm coming back, guys. I'm a little bit far away, I know. I'm bringing the Yarbo over here. I know I'm a little far away. I'm bringing the Yarbo over here. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm driving the wrong way. I'm going to see if our geese friend will move out of my way. No geese were injured in the filming of this. There's our Yarbo. So now I want to send it out to another area here. I want to send it out to this area. I don't know what the geese are going to do, though. So I'm going to send it out autonomously. And we're going to work our way over here. The geese are not happy. They're actually eating the berries that I don't like over there. So that's cool. Then we got the Yarbo here, obviously. Sorry, it's going to where the path I created. We're going to send it out. Dear Lord, please be with us. We're going by a gang of geese over here. I don't want to get attacked. Nobody wants to get attacked. I hope they move. I'm trying not to mess up their habitat. I know they're just trying to eat. There they go. You see them walking away there. Yarbo's moving slow. I'm interested to see how this turns out, though. All right, they're going up the hill. I just cut the grass up there. There's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 geese out here right now. Running away from the Yarbo. Oh, now they're yelling at me. Now they're yelling. They don't like it. I'm sorry. Oh, wings are out. Oh, you hear them too, right, guys? Unfortunately, Yarbo's got to cut through where they're at because that's the path I created. This is where they were all eating. I'm not going to step through there because there are landmines all over the place. They're yelling at the Yarbo like big time. I feel bad, but we got to cut through here. Guys, welcome to Ryan's comedy show today. We got geese, we got robots, geese. They do not like me. The Yarbo's right here working its way towards an area we're gonna cut. You can see it through the trees there. The geese are right here. We might have a standoff coming, guys. Like all the Canadian geese that were here all last winter have now migrated back here. We might have some fisticuffs up on top of this hill. Oh, there they go. There they go. Look at that. Yarbo. Look at all those geese flying away. Beautiful, though. All right. Now we can get going. Hopefully that's, I don't get attacked by another swarm. We do have a red-tailed hawk out here, and I saw its babies yesterday flying around, so you never know. Thank you to the Ryan Comedy Hour. Don't forget to tip your bartenders and waitresses. We'll be here all week. We're coming out to an area here. We're just going to do a little cut out here. Got a couple different cuts going on out here. I did cut yesterday over there, up and down the hill. So we're just driving out to another area here. I did cut this yesterday as well. There we go. So yeah, my geese friends were not happy. But you gotta do a demo, right? Though I walked through like a ton of their landmines, so that's not fun. Beautiful day out here today, a little windy. So if you hear a little wind, sorry about that. Let's see if we're up on all the platforms. Hi, Gabrielle. On YouTube, thanks for tuning in. We're on TikTok too. Oh, there's the blades, guys. You can hear those. Thanks for tuning in. If you're on Facebook, I'll read your comments afterwards. I always see them, guys. I always look for them. Let's keep it positive today. It's a Wednesday. Going in Labor Day weekend. It's funny, I was just walking out and one of the young ladies that just got out of college, she came running in. She had the biggest smile on her face. I was like, what's going on? And she's like, it's Labor Day week. I was like, yeah, Labor Day's coming. I was like, you don't have to come to work. She's like, yo, yay. She was so excited that she didn't have to come to work on Labor Day. I was laughing. Thank the workers of America for Labor Day, you know. I plan on watching some football this weekend. Gonna send Yarbo out because I might take the kids to Grandma and Grandpa's house, so I might send the Yarbo out this weekend, let it do the work for me so I don't have to. This is how it started yesterday too. Beautiful blue skies, and all of a sudden like all these little clouds just moved in. But yeah, we're live here today with Yarbo. I got the Lawnmower 1 on, the M1 on. This is our original lawnmower, guys. Perfect lawnmower for grass just like this. Maintenance cuts. Send it out twice a week. Do the micro mulch. Let it feed your lawn. Got to figure out, it's mapping the boundary right now, and then we're going to come back and do the inside. Working fully autonomous. Not anonymous. We all know it's Yarbo. It's working autonomous. Yeah, we got our Yarbo 5-year warranty plan kickoff. That we kicked that off in New York like a week and a half ago. And that's only running till August 31st. That's 5-year warranty. About $1,000 value on your Yarbo purchase. Door to door, bumper to bumper. We're excited about that. Then we got the Lawnmower Pro shipping out. It's on its way here. Hopefully we don't hit any icebergs. You do sometimes see those videos of those cargo ships where they just like hit some waves, and then you wonder what's in those things where they're just shipping from other countries, and all of a sudden the cargo just goes down. Andrew, good morning, bud, on YouTube. I'm going to try to keep up with the comments, guys. I'm going to check out, I'm running the cameras and the comments, and we're just mapping out this area here I have. Look how beautiful it is, though. This is like the best weather of the year right now. 69 degrees. Oh, I'm looking at, sorry, not here. I was like, it's nicer than that. 71 here right now. 69 degrees is Grand Rapids, Michigan. Right now, it's where my dad lives. It's where I'm from, born and raised. But I've been in Chicago now 22 years. So, oh. So Yarbo's working its way around this area that we mapped out now. It's kind of a big area. It's about an hour, 10 minutes with this cut. Kind of want to get up and mess with these hills over there. I don't know. Also, I wanted to see if Yarbo could climb those cobblestones. The only problem with that is like it does have climbing ability, but you need the traction too, because obviously these things don't have brakes. So if you're going to go, you got to go. Checking out. Okay, we are up on yarbo.com. Trying to connect to the live stream, see what's going on. Let me test this. Yep, we're up. If you're at yarbo.com, you want to leave a message, you want to leave a comment, let me know. TikTok, I'm trying to keep up with you guys too. We're over on TikTok and YouTube, Facebook. I think we're on MySpace right now too. I think we're on MySpace with Tom right now. Or was it Tom? I think it was Tom. Not with an H though. So yeah, it's going around the boundary right now. This is all an area we mapped out. Here it comes. Here it comes. Walking down the street. There we go. I'm always a little loopy before lunch. You catch me after lunch, I'm lethargic. My water bottle. Oh, yeah, see that? It missed my water bottle. Yay. Probably should pick it up though. Oh, there's some goose stuff in the treads for sure. Oh, that would have got my water bottle right there. It does have a tow hitch on the back right now, but it doesn't know it's wearing the tow hitch right now, so always be cognizant of that if you're backing up and you do have a tow hitch on. So yeah, you can see we're working the outside boundary right now. Got some hills behind us. Maybe we can go get some of those in a little bit too. Catch some hills. Thanks for joining the live stream with Yarbo. Got our regular lawnmower, our lawnmower 1 on with our core. Got tow hitch on the back. I'll have to look at what we're doing for this cut. I have so many different areas mapped out. I have to try to remember what I'm doing in certain areas here. And then you got to give them clever names. This one's called Big Flat. So it's doing the boundaries, but then it'll be doing a parallel cut, but it'll be going this way and this way. So I will probably have to adjust the camera when we do. There it goes. All right, we made it to like halfway through the week. I have done, what did I do out here? Monday, 2 cuts Monday, 4 cuts yesterday, and we're on our first cut today. So 7 cuts this week. Or maybe, no, wait, I did by the street. Maybe 7 or 8 cuts already this week. There's goose poop everywhere out here. They done moved in. I don't know if you guys saw the beginning of this though, but Yarbo chased them off. That was cool. They didn't attack me, so that's awesome. So we're almost done with the boundary. We get back to right where I'm standing. That'll be it for the boundary. Then we'll start the cut. It's going to do a parallel cut. About 3 inches, 3.1 inches. Nothing crazy. Just a maintenance cut on this grass. It's kind of dry, a little bit drier over here. I did do an area yesterday over there. Anything with it's in the shade is the grass a little nicer. I'd like to do that hill over there. Maybe I'll go do that hill over there. I'm going to test it out first. That's a huge hill. I really don't want to fall off that cobblestone either, but that'd be a good area to test out. It can handle slopes up to 70 degrees. So I'd have to get my protractor out. Remember in 5th grade, was it 5th grade? And now the kids probably get them in like 2nd or 3rd, but when you had to have that, parents before the school year had to go out and buy you that compass and protractor. Nothing like sending kids to school with like a weapon. Just a pokey compass, sharp compass, send you to school. But that was huge. Can't remember what grade it was, like 4th grade or one of those where you got those, maybe it was probably earlier than that, where you got those recorders. And our music teacher always pretended that she like disinfected them from the previous year. You know, those things were all just loaded with stuff. She's not fooling anyone. All right, so you're watching Yarbo. We're almost done with our second lap around the boundary. And then we're going to move into the inside and we're going to start the cut. It's not a perfect rectangle. I did have it go around the parking lot here so you guys can kind of see it work around the edges. Cicadas are up bright and early. Ooh, Andrew said, what overlap am I using here? It's a great question. Let's check the trying to find out. I'm trying to remember what area this is. I bet you it's area 5. Yeah, area 5. Let's see. I'm doing a 3-inch cut parallel. Smart turn, 8-inch overlap with a route rotation of 50 degrees from the last cut. So last time I was going back and forth this way. This time we're going to go back and forth that way. Boundary first, 2 perimeter laps. So yeah, 8-inch overlap, 3-inch height. Yeah. We can kind of show you here. This is exactly what the cut's going to look like. 57 minutes, 4,458 square feet left, 17.9% left on the cut. I got the name Big Flat for this because it's big, it's flat. So I kind of know where I'm going. Said I have yet to use my Yarbo, but do you guys have plans for like an automatic gate access at some point? We got that question during the live feed too. I don't know. I mean, I know like there's going to be a little bit more like AI inception. I don't know what the term, like partnership type of thing with Yarbo too. We're going to be doing that. But yeah, I know what you're talking about because I have where I keep my Yarbo, I have to leave the gate open in the wintertime because it has to drive out to my driveway. I could move the docking station in the wintertime too. Not a huge deal. Just reinstall the docking station. That way you don't have to mess with your data center or anything like that. But no, I get what you, like. That's a great thing. And I know if Ken Coleman, one of our co-founders, was answering, he'd say, "Yep, he's the tech guy, man. He knows all about like kind of what's coming down the horizon." I think we're gonna start. Well, if it doesn't already have it, it might have the software in here. But the Dead Reckoning. So what the Dead Reckoning is gonna do is it's for the GPS. So allow Yarbo to continue to work autonomously for a period of time without a GPS signal until it recovers then a GPS signal. So I might even have the software in here. We just did a firmware update on this one. I'll be honest with you, I have not lost a GPS signal in, well, I guess I've done nine cuts, I think now in 48 hours. I lost GPS signal for 3 seconds and it was in dense tree cover, and it recovered and it started right back up. So that's 9 cuts. You can see I'm not in a perfectly wide open area for the most part either. We got trees all over the place. You name it, cloud cover. But yeah, no, so it's been running really great lately as far as that goes with some of the upgrades. And like I said, you're just seeing the infancy of this whole robotic lawnmower, and I don't even consider Yarbo a robotic lawnmower. I mean, we're talking fully functional yard tool. I was thinking about doing later on this week, like slapping my snow blower on or slapping the leaf blower on, doing some demos when it comes to that. Maybe I'll do that towards later on in the week. Let me move over here. We'll see the cut. So yeah, this is the boundary right here. So this is one of the boundary cuts. So now it'll start working in more parallel mode. The boundary map it. So it's going to be exactly how you map it. But I think that makes sense for So now here we go. We got the parallel cut going. I'm actually standing in the shade for a minute. I do not have a mic on the YouTube one right now, so I think if you guys can hear me clear enough, I think you can. It's not that bad of a day out. Sorry, I'm going to move this around. I don't know how the connections are out here. I wish the TikTok gave like a kind of a grainy picture sometimes, man. YouTube's a little bit more clear. Well, Gabriel. Is it Gabriel? Gabriel. What's the new update? The latest will be the Dead Reckoning. I think that one's coming out. That'll solve a lot of the GPS things with not only Yarbo, but just lawnmowers in general. We're running off the RTK right now. So that connection with the data center and the rover and with the RTK antennas and the satellites is very important. Sometimes that can get interrupted by heavy, dense trees. So with what we're hoping with the Dead Reckoning software is that even in dense trees or that. So what happens is if you do lose a GPS signal and everything, it'll, a lot of like agricultural vehicles, robotic ones, things like been using it for a long time when it comes to the Dead Reckoning. So then it'll be able to continue its function for a period of time off different sensors. And then when it gets up into a new GPS signal. So I don't know the exact period of how long with the software. I'll have to test it out myself. But we'll get a good idea of how much. Like I said, I've been working under these trees, and I'm standing under a tree right now, matter of fact, because I have very sensitive skin. But yeah, I'm standing under a tree, and we're around buildings. We got a lot of our data centers all the way over there. It's not mounted like how I should have it mounted. Like we probably should have it up on top of the building here. But it's not my building, and I'm not climbing a roof. I don't do heights. Just like at home, I have it mounted my fence, not to, but it works. I get good signals, and only one little place. But ideally, you want that 120 degree view of the sky from your data center. The better you guys mount things, and the better off you're going to be in the long run as far as when it comes to GPS signals or Andrew, it says, what changes when you map? One second. That's a great question. You're asking what changes happen clockwise or counterclockwise. I feel like I always map the same way. I don't know. I feel like I always. I don't know. Like, it's a good question. You're making me think too hard. It's like I haven't even had lunch yet. I know something's on my... Man, I'm standing on this tree and it's like grabbing my... Big old 747 going over. I can hear it. Oh yeah. So I'm right in the launch pattern from like O'Hare. So you probably hear some big jets coming over. That 747 was super low. I'm sure you guys saw it coming on the live stream. Yeah, what's up, Gabe, on YouTube? Yeah, Andrew, you had me a minute. It was like CCW. I was like, is he talking about concealed carry? I thought you were talking about concealed carry weapons or something like that. I was like, I don't know what Andrew's getting at here. And then I was like, it took me a second to say clockwise or counterclockwise what you're trying to say. And it makes more sense than concealed carry weapons or anything like that. Sorry. But that's the first place my mind went to. I was like, yeah, Andrew, locked and loaded, man, ready to go for this live stream. I thought he was asking if my Yarbo had a concealed carry. That'd be pretty awesome, though, wouldn't it? One of the first questions I ever got on a live stream was asking if you could connect like a flamethrower to it. I'm like, I suppose. I don't know why. Then again, why not, right? Yeah, the clockwise and the counterclockwise thing are more about like how the software interprets like the wheel rotation relative to the rover's at. I don't think it matters like clockwise or counterclockwise. It's more of a rotation thing. It does translate like wheel rotation into map coordinates. I was gonna say if you got like, I usually have Kathy on doing some of this stuff too, so they're kind of more on the tech side of things. I mean, I know a lot. I have like a lot of hands-on, a lot of hours usage with Yarbo, so I'm kind of good when it comes to that. Some of the specs inside though, I do see them getting built sometimes, so I kind of know what's in them, but my brain does not comprehend a lot of that stuff. Like sometimes, like I'll go to New York and talk to Ken Coleman. And just the coding and the things like that is not my strong suit. I'm like that kind of stuff, like that missed me. Math missed me in school too. It's not that I didn't couldn't do it. I just was not interested. So I was more of like a history guy or an art guy. I was a sports guy. I ended up doing theater and all that fun stuff like that. So the juxtaposition of being a jock and in theater, and having that background was fun. But yeah, the tech side of things, I wish my brain was technical. You can see where we're working right up to the boundary there. We have a lot of guys though that are like, we're early investors into the Kickstarter, all that stuff like that. And I will say, I did see, like, it's funny because Yarbo's the only modular one out there. I saw some guys excited about a Kickstarter of another one that's supposedly wanting to come out. But Yarbo's already been out for years now. Yeah, you know, you're working through it. Some of our, you know, obviously where we started a couple years ago with our, with where we're at now in the software. It's a lot of things coming at once though, so it's always a lot of upgrades. You know, obviously we have to upgrade then with the trimmer. We have to upgrade with the Lawnmower Pro. Then also, you know, so it's a juggle between the software, the hardware, you know, and then also with, you know, then your apps and all that stuff like that, your firmware, your apps, you know, everything like that. So it's definitely and then our users are always kind of telling us, we want this next, or we want this next, or we want this next. So the R&D department is always trying to work on things and always trying to get things out, but it's only so many people and like so many, so you got to kind of prioritize in updates and say like, hey, you know, like our biggest that's why like the GPS update's so important, you know, to have that dead reckoning, to have that is important because that's, you know, helps with the functionality of everything. So that's an important update. That's a priority. Some of the other ones then get kind of pushed back a little bit. Like I know I tested out tow mode a couple months ago, and it's just trying to perfect it, get things done right. The trimmer, same thing. Let's get it right. We had a great prototype with it, but thanks to our users, we added a couple little different things to it. And now when it gets in people's hands, people are gonna be like, okay, this is awesome. I love this. You know, like. And when you're the first to do something, you know, we'll gladly take the punches too. So it's like we're the first and only one out there. So it's like we'll gladly take the punches. But you know, others have things in theory. The Yarbo's out cutting grass right now. So do I stand over this manhole cover and get swallowed or no? Looks like it's sinking a bit. Got to try to set my tripod up where it's even and I won't get crushed over here. Yeah, I don't want to twist an ankle either. Right before a holiday weekend, just wrench that ankle. Thanks so much for tuning in, folks. Trying to get to the comments here. All right, here we go. Yeah, Gabe said it, like usually recommend that for the left antenna facing outward from the boundary line. I've seen that in the forums as well. But I don't know, you know. Some people were asking too, Ken talked about it too. We do have some flexible RTK antennas coming out. Prototypes out there online too, some people that have already done it. So I think sometimes those prototypes, not that we don't have things in the works. I mean, it's tough though, like if your antennas do break, I mean, we usually replace them pretty quick, but even to be out a week or two without mowing I know it's rough. I don't know how these things are getting wedged up under anything though. I haven't had any problems with that. I did break one of the RTK antennas, but that was me being dumb. And I tried to lift the core up into the back seat of my car. I don't know, that's over 100 pounds. And sure enough, I got it into the car fine. I did take the Wi-Fi Halo antenna off. I should have. If you do transport these things, or if you do change the tracks on them, you might want to think about just taking your antenna off, especially the Wi-Fi Halo antenna if you're flipping it around to change tracks. But yeah, also the RTK antennas, if you don't have it balanced, you know, you can snap those. I'm pretty accident prone, so I will say too, like, the dangers when you're out mowing sometimes are the trees. Like, if you do have trees with like low coverage, like I don't know, trees with some like that you haven't trimmed towards the bottom, like those are the ones you really want to watch out for, because especially when Yarbo's maneuvering around an obstacle, if there's anything hanging from the bottom, like that could be that's not always good. You can get snagged up. And the Yarbo is powerful. It's more powerful than any of the other robotic lawnmowers out there. And the reason that, it runs a snowblower, it runs a leaf blower, it runs our lawnmower, and it has towing capabilities. So it's way more powerful than you think. You know, but it has to climb hills. It has to climb hills while towing, you know? So beautiful day. I know it's kind of a boring cut, but move over a little bit. I know it's a little boring here. Give you a little close up of the Yarbo working. We're working. There's our boundaries that we've cut, so it knows exactly where to go. Just working our way around a cut here. Out here mowing. Not a bad thing to be doing right now. I mean, what else are you gonna do on a Wednesday? Yeah, I know. I love a boring cut too. That means there's no drama, nothing going on. I mean, this is what it's about, though. It's about, you know, these maintenance cuts, cut twice a week, especially with the M1. Now our Lawnmower Pro, you could probably get away with like some more of the grass with like a once a week type of cut. So that means, though, then you could expand it to about 12 acres if you were just doing once a week. But that's also with the Yarbo working, charging. I know I was talking to somebody yesterday, had 9 acres, 8 cuttable. Just trying to figure out how long it would take a Yarbo to do that. I said probably about 5 days. But the Yarbo, if you're doing the regular Yarbo lawnmower with twice a week cuts, then that's only 6.2 in a week. And that's optimal conditions. That's no rain. That's no, you know. I like being on TikTok, but I get like weird pop-ups and stuff. I just feel like they're meant for like 13-year-old kids or something like that. I have no idea what some of this means. And then there's an ad for Delta Force. Must be a game. I don't know. Curmudgeon now. Everything's weird. If you guys were here at the start, though, I chased off a group of over a dozen geese. And they flew away right at the start, so that was awesome. I can go home and tell my kids I got a battle with like 15, 16 geese, and trying to see. I'm working a couple different phones here, guys. So yeah, so far so good. Cut's been good. About halfway done with this one. I'm probably gonna maybe I'll go do some hills. I do have a software update, and this one, I don't know, you guys might have it now too. I'm not sure if it's reached you guys yet too. It's specifically for hills. I'm going to test that out though, but I'm not going to test it out on live because I don't know it well enough. I don't want to come out here and do something I don't know. I do want to test this hill over here though. I might take it over there to this hill. It's a pretty steep one. I would not recommend cutting by those cobblestones. I would say give yourself a good leeway by if you have something like that on your property. But if you have something like that on your property, you probably have enough money to buy. Like, that's a huge retaining wall right there. That tree's completely dead too. So there's a bunch of them around here. Some of them are all, they must have been like original landscape. Some of them might even been here before that. But I mean, they got tags on just about all of them. So a lot of them got to come down. A lot of them are just dead or half dead or dying or what. It's insane. And then the village here, I guess you gotta, for every like 2 centimeters or something of tree, you have to plant a new one. I'm all for planting trees, but man, they're dead. They gotta come down, right? I mean, it's just dangerous, and you get just bug infestations and yeah, you can't beat it. Beautiful day. Yeah, just like yesterday, there wasn't a cloud, and then I started the live stream. You can see them moving in at the top there. They're all, hopefully no rain. Yes, is that the high speed? I'd have to check the settings. It's one of the faster speeds. I like to run mine a little bit slower anyways, just because just cleaner of a cut. Depending on how much property you have. Yeah, it's boogieing at a pretty good clip right here when it gets going. I like always to check too to see. Okay, I'm getting 31 satellites right here. I think we're running off cellular. It might be a little. Oh no, we're on the Halo still. So that's. Oh, my Bluetooth's disconnected right now, so I must have it off on my. And then, yeah, I got a 3 connection on the data center. Not the best, but considering I don't have it mounted on the roof, or as they say in Chicago, the roof. Yeah, I guess my working preference is on fastest right now. So my working preference is on fastest right now. I do have the smart turn on. I have rain detection on. It wouldn't go out for me yesterday when I started my live. I was like, oh no, I tried to come to this area And the Yarbo was like, going back to charge. Like, as soon as I said go out to this area, like I was out here, it was like, and I'm going back to charge. I was like, what? And then I realized I had just power washed the unit, and the rain sensor had a little bit of a puddle on the front. So it was thinking it was raining. It was detecting water. So all I did was wipe off the rain sensor and then just finish. I started my mow. But yeah, so if you ever get that, just go wipe off your rain sensor. So yeah, I have adaptive slope on too. So once enabled, the Yarbo will automatically adjust driving speed and dynamically correct its direction when a slope greater than 5% is expected, ensuring stable and straight movement on inclines. Yeah, so yeah, right now I'm working at my fastest clip. You can go to slowest too if you like a nice, if you're worried like a nice meticulous cut. It's got slowest, slow, medium, fast, fastest. All right, you guys can hear me. I wanted to check. So yeah, if you're on YouTube too, you can see our Yarbo store. This is our M1 module with our core. We're doing the Yarbo 5-year warranty up until next Monday, I believe. Labor Day? Yeah, I guess that would be Labor Day. Maybe it wouldn't be Monday. Maybe it'd be Sunday. Whatever the 31st is. I guess I could look on my phone, but it takes a lot of work. Oh, that's Sunday is the 31st. So Labor Day is on the 1st. Okay. We got college football coming back this weekend. Looking forward to that. I'm going to go hang out. I think my brother and my brother was talking about making chili. So I think I'll make some chili. Some cornbread. I got a pretty good chili recipe, I think. I know everybody says that. I do make a really good white bean chicken white bean chili too. Told my wife, I was like, I could pick something up for dinner, but she's always like, oh, we're gonna be eating out here and this and that. I'm like, I know, but I don't, after work is like, I like to cook, and I'm kind of the main dinner person at home, I should say. My wife usually does the breakfast. I don't eat breakfast. My wife does it for the kids and stuff like that, and then we'll kind of go 50-50 on lunches. Now, right now, kids are in school, so everything's packed, but, and then I usually do probably 95% of the dinners, which I enjoy. It's therapeutic, but it's been a little bit tougher with everyone back in school, and then just trying to find the time, drink of water. Oh, I was like, why can I hear myself? And then I was like, oh, I'm on the YouTubes. So where's everybody at today? It's Wednesday. Haven't heard from a lot of people today. I know it's the middle of the week. I think a lot of people took the week off, didn't they? I think a lot of people are on vacation this week. I am not on vacation this week. I am here. I'm gonna put my mic here real quick, guys, and I'm gonna run real quick. I'm gonna go get a thing of water, and I will be back in about 4 minutes. Don't time me though, I'm old, I'm not running. I'm gonna let the Yarbo keep going though. This is the great thing about Yarbo is I don't have to be here, I can come right back. It's still out there mowing. Ryan's back. Sorry, I had to go get some water. I love the names on here. It says Carrying Nachos. I love that. Thanks for the heart. All right, if it was quiet, it's my fault. I had to go get water. Don't judge me, man. Cut's still going, though. Yarbo's doing great. I could monitor you guys while I was inside going to get the water, but I trust you. This is a trust thing. We got mutual trust going on. I need a cup holder on this tripod. There we go. Oops. I think I rewound the whole. I think I rewound it. Not me. Not the Yarbo. I'm talking about my feed. Yeah, we got 17 minutes left on this cut. 1,341 square feet. That's what I love about this. It just shows you like the GPS location, where your Yarbo is, what's going on. So it's coming back this way. Just shows you how much is done, how much is coming back. Sorry, trying to get on TikTok there, show them. So yeah, this is available right now. You can get the warranty at yarbo.com. I know this unit's available on Amazon too, but you can't get in on that 5-year warranty on Amazon. But maybe if you like purchasing through Amazon, buy through Amazon. We're doing a 3-inch cut, 8-inch overlap, 20-inch width, maybe 19.2-inch width. But this is the high speed of the Yarbo when it's out cutting, like the fastest speed. You can see doing just a little maintenance cut. Got some nice stripes going on. Having some fun. I might go map out some hills after this. I got to do that. Thought about getting the drone out here and doing some drone footage while we have a nice day. If my little red-tailed hawk is done. I saw its babies were out yesterday. One flew by me. So I don't think it will attack me anymore. I think the birds are out of the nest. I'm hoping. I figured there was a nest around if it was trying to attack the drone. It was getting pretty fierce too. It was coming at me hard. Yeah, this is the M1 module on the Yarbo. This is our traditional Yarbo lawnmower with the 2 blades, 2 discs, 5 blades on each disc. Our new one has 2 blades. That's why. Get the mumbling. A case of the mumble. Coming back this way. Where we at on TikTok? How you doing, TikTok, man? I feel like I try to do a lot of like individual TikToks, but just seems it's like a fun environment. Why does it always have to adjust after the turn? I have smart turn on right now. You can do like your 0-point turns or a U-turn on it. I know what you're talking about though. Like right when it comes, it's thinking, it's adjusting, GPS coordinating. It's always thinking. It's also running off the boundaries that I've created too. So you might be seeing a little, I'm not in a perfect square here. So it's running off the boundaries. This is the area that I've mapped out. So you see how I mapped this out right here like this? This is me, how I made the turn. So this is exactly how Yarbo's doing what I ask of it. Once you see how Ryan drives, then you'll know why everything is the way the Yarbo is. It's just following exactly the path that I've created. So better answer is Ryan error. But yeah, you can see when you get up here, it all makes sense. There are divots too, like divots in the ground here and stuff like that. So you'll see the Yarbo, like that's a pretty big divot right there, where the Yarbo's going down right there. I don't know if there was I don't know why, there's probably a tree or something around here at one point, because the ground is pretty collapsed right there. So yeah, this is what we've cut so far. A little closer to the Yarbo. I feel like I don't follow it around enough anymore. Give you guys kind of a close-up of the Yarbo working. Yarbo cutting. This is the cut here. So yeah, it's micro mulching and it's feeding everything right back into the ground. Now I'm gonna cough. Excuse me. Like I said, if your outline isn't, my stripes in my backyard are perfect. But like I said, there are places where I'm mapping and it's working around. And it's weird because it's like, it all depends on where you're looking from too, as far as your stripes go. If I'm real close to something, you're seeing that, like the divot, or you're seeing like an angle here. But yeah, this is how I mapped it out personally. You can perfect it in your app when you're mapping things out as well. But yeah, these are pretty good stripes though. Got the 20-inch width. Most of the decks on the lawnmowers are only are smaller. I think like usually about 16 inches. All right, can't see all the comments. If I wanted like a straighter line right here, I would have just 0-point turned it right here, but I just didn't when I was mapping it out. I was in what they call in a hurry. You can see where I came over there too, like, oh, I should point here, the lines and stuff. I will say the new app though has like a little toggle on it, so it keeps it a little bit straighter, one of the updates. Before you kind of couldn't tell if your fingers slipped off. And you can use the remote controllers too when you're driving. So sometimes that's a little bit easier to keep everything good. There's a 0-point turn right there. You could turn those on or off. Maybe you don't want the wear and tear on the grass with the 0-point turn. Like I said, I moved the cut. So normally, last time I cut this way, so I have it rotating 50 degrees after each cut. So if I was to send this back out right now after this cut, it would actually cut this way back and forth. And the reason you can rotate those cuts is that way it's less wear and tear on where it's turning. It's good to have your grass cut at different angles every time as well. So it's not always the same route. I know I tend to do that personally when I mow, that I tend to just kind of get things in the same, I'm a creature of habit. about 8 minutes left on this cut. I'm trying to keep up with all the comments, but okay, take care, buddy. Andrew asks, how much are we cutting? I'm just doing a little maintenance cut. I don't know how. I could show you the. I guess I can. Let me see here. I don't want to get in this way. Kind of gives you a good idea. About 1 inch off, I guess. It'd be about 1 inch. This is what we've cut. This is what I have not cut. This is what the building cut. So I would venture to say, since the building went by here the other day, I'm cutting at 3 inches. The building's got their lawnmower set at 4. They got a big one. They got theirs set at 4 inches. So I'm taking about 1 inch off. They cut a day before, growth-wise, about 1 inch. So, I mean, that'll give you the best how much we're cutting right now. So we're just cutting 1 inch. It's a maintenance cut, nothing crazy. So we're at 4 inches, we're cutting at 3 inches. So I hope that helps you guys to see the difference there. It's kind of hot and all black though. It's 70, but man, I got two. I'm wearing 2 shirts though right now. I did have a sweatshirt on this morning, so we did get into some. We were in the 50s. When I walked my son to the bus stop, it was in the 50s. So yeah, taking about 1 inch off of this right now. I wouldn't mind going over those hills, but I know the Yarbo can handle them. I don't know if I want to climb the hills right now. The hills behind me I'll probably mess with. Got the big jets coming out from O'Hare right now. You can see the strip I have left right here. Very peaceful out here. I was just listening to things like zenned out, man. Dragonflies are out. Cicadas were chirping earlier, but I scared off a bunch of geese earlier. It's gonna be the highlight of my day. That and this mow. I didn't get attacked, so that was good. So yeah, I'll give you guys some different angles. I don't like how the cut's looking. Let's check it out from the other side. Here's the angle on my end here. It's got about 2 more passes left. Ugh, I swear to God. Sorry. Got some bees out here. I don't really feel like getting stung today. See how we're doing from this side. See, the grass is pretty dry over here, but you can get a little bit better angle of all the cut now. from where we're at. Gives you guys a little bit better view of the cut. Beautiful looking though. Sorry, let me straighten out the... This is probably my easiest cut of the with the Yarbo here. Just because it's flat. It's in a pretty good open area. Nothing too crazy. I think it'll probably go back to the docking station when it's done here. When I get to another area up front, though, I'm going to cut that area. I got a little bit of time left. I got like 20, 25 minutes left on this, so keep it going. Otherwise, I have to go inside. Let's see what the Yarbo map says. Yeah, it's got one more pass here. Ooh, big old dragonfly. One more pass here. Give you guys a good kind of view. Look at this, guys. Look at that. Not too bad. Fully autonomous. I didn't have to lift a finger when it came to it. This is the end of the cut. This is the only bad part. When Yarbo starts driving home. We're working on a situation though where you have pathways around it. You could kind of mitigate some of that by doing the boundary last, I guess, if you wanted to. But I know that's the biggest gripe from a lot of people. It's like that right there. So we get it. We're working on it. It's almost like the Yarbo doesn't know that it just did an amazing job. I'm going to get with it real quick, guys. I'm just picking up my water bottles. We're going to follow it back. When it gets to an area up front, though, I'm going to send her out real quick. So now it's just going to follow a pathway back. You will hear it bottom out on this curb real quick. Sorry, let me close this tripod real quick. Maybe it has a little more. Oh, does it have another line to cut right there? No. Did it have a little piece left? Oh, it did have a little piece left over on the other side. That's why I just came over here, this little corner right here. I get it. I was like, why is it not going? So after that whole cut, it remembered it had a little piece left over here and it had to finish up. I love it. Once it starts heading over that way, I'm gonna walk with it. I don't think the geese are back. Got about 5 seconds left on this cut. Now we're going to head back towards the docking station. This is the same path that it took. You will hear it clank on this curb street a little bit, but it's just the deck hit and it's the guards. That's why we have guards. There we go. Up and over. Now we're going to go up over this hill, heading back to the docking station. That cut took just over an hour, 10 minutes. Now you can see its power going up a hill here. It's a pretty steep slope. Going up over the hill. Better than I am. I'm like struggling getting up this hill. All right, up on the hill. I cut this area yesterday here. See, things are a little dry. You can see the stripes a little bit from yesterday. We cut that area. I do want to map out, probably this afternoon, I'll map out a couple new areas. Somebody on TikTok asked me if it was better than another mower. Of course I'm going to say yes. What separates Yarbo, though, is it's not just a mower. The fact that it's modular. You see the tow package on the back. Can tow up to 3,500 pounds. That's straight line towing. Daily usage 500 pounds plus. You can connect dethatchers to it. Aerators, yard sweepers, carts. I've towed myself up and down this hill with carts. Oh, there's so much goose poop around here. The geese were eating this at the beginning, man. So we got the tow package. It converts to a snow blower, leaf blower. Now it's autonomously going back to its docking station here, guys and gals. Oh, I'm trying to avoid these landmines, man. The geese were just eating all the fruit off this tree. Yarbo, on the other hand, is not going to avoid it. Our tracks are going to be nasty. I might have to run it through the grass. No way my wife lets me wear these shoes back in the house. Ew! How can one bird make such a mess? I swear Big Bird was out here. Look at, oh, it's gonna run, goose poop. I know a lot of people want a dog poops sweeper on the Yarbo. I'm gonna stop it right here real quick. We are supposed to go back to the docking station, but I don't want to send it back real quick. I want to do something else. I got a few minutes here. We got a few minutes. Let's where are we at here? All right. Trying to see where the Yarbo's at here. I'm gonna drive it over to this plan. I guess I don't have a pathway over here. I got a few minutes so we can I think I'm in this plan. Go over to this one. I was trying to find a short plan that I could do real quick, but I don't know if I'm gonna have time. Oh, somebody just asked if it's a curved driveway line, then it'll straighten itself out, and the rhyme or reason, it'll just be subtle. That way you're not seeing like crazy curves or anything like that. Got a few minutes. Let me just don't know what I want to do here, guys. Story of my life, right? I just don't know what I want to do. I don't know what kind of cut I have on here. So this is how you can just, like, now we're back out to a different area. I'm going to be out here for a couple minutes. So I figure I'd let Yarbo work. I can answer some of your questions. I'm trying to avoid all this goose poop stuff out here. It's disgusting. I have 4 boys, so I've seen far worse. So I'm going to let Yarbo work around. We're going to come around the boundaries here. I'm going to just show off. We got about another 10 minutes or so. Might as well be out here having fun. Let me get a drink of water. yeah, it's Wednesday. It's beautiful. Can't ask for a better day. Nice breeze. I can show you some of my maps here. So like this is a pretty curved area. So it's very subtle. It's very subtle. This is a circular pattern I have on this one. It's going to work its way from the outside onto the inside. Ow, my belly just hit the tripod. Jesus, Ryan. Lay off, I'm starving. So just right there, Yarbo lost GPS for a second, and it continued on going, and it collected a GPS signal. So that's one of the improvements we're working on with Yarbo, is the fact that, yeah, I'm gonna have to test it out, see if it's fully operational with that Dead Reckoning. That's our new software. I don't know if I'll have time to finish this whole cut, but I will. Oh, I forgot to get back on YouTube and see what's going on, guys. Andrew just said, how well does it do a circular cut? That's what we're doing right now. So you read my mind. I like the spiral cut. Spiral works really good too on the leaf blower. Just because you can then blow all the leaves like towards the middle of your yard if you're bagging them, or want the kids to jump in a big pile or something. Personally, I'd rather do a parallel cut, but the circle cut does come in handy in certain areas. It's fine. It's a great cut to do. It just gets a little like, I don't know the way to say it in the middle, but it's better if you're doing like a big area. Because right when we get to like right here, it'll get a little zigzaggy. So just like that, guys, I just showed you, right when I showed you that the GPS went to negative, it's always under this tree here. And a lot of it has to do with our data center not being mounted, but it did recollect after like a couple seconds. It did collect the GPS signal. So then it just continues on its way. Occasionally you'll have to move the Yarbo. Your app will tell you to move it like a foot. Great thing about Yarbo is though, you can access your cameras and you can drive it remotely. You can be anywhere in the world and drive your Yarbo. I could look at my one at my house right now, and I could drive it from anywhere I want to right now. This kind of shows you just what to do with all tree cover. So yeah, we're working like a spiral pattern. I was looking at my one at home and I was like, I think I have something blocking it from behind. I guess I'll have to fix that, won't I? right, we got some new followers on TikTok. Thank you so much. If you guys want to know more, go to yarbo.com. You can go to the Yarbo wiki page. You can read all about it. We are offering, I can talk, our 5-year Yarbo Care warranty right now. That's only available at yarbo.com. Best in business. Nobody else is doing it. So I think that should be it for the boundary cut on this, and then it'll, I'll let you guys see the spiral pattern that's kind of forming when we start doing it. It's very similar to the parallel cut, except it's just, honestly, it just works its way from the outside in. Very handy for leaf blowing. Even though now leaf blowing, one of the newer app features is like the snowblower, you can choose which side, where you want the leaves to pile up. So if you do have a fence or something like that and you think, okay, I want to blow them towards that fence, you can do that. Then the Yarbo will work its way back and forth, as opposed to just previously it would just work in like a spiral type pattern. My boss was asking me, she's like, is there any leaves out there yet? And I'm like, no. There's plenty of debris I could clean up out here, though, for real. But I don't think the leaves are coming down for a couple weeks yet. I really wish I could see you guys on Facebook, man. Really, oh, it's almost lunchtime. I was like, whoa. So you're gonna see it kind of moving in. We'll do this cut for a while, guys. I don't have anywhere to go yet. I gotta run out for lunch. But other than that, I'll be back. Oh, I wish the live was up on Facebook, guys. I really do. Sorry, I got to connect to. This is what I'm talking about, like occasionally. Oh, something jumping around the bushes behind me, guys. Oh, I think we need to end this at firework at noon. I think that's going to go off. So let me flip the camera real quick. I was going to drive the Yarbo on over here. Let me put it on high speed here. I'll come back and finish this later. I didn't realize it was so close to lunchtime, guys. I want everybody to be able to get out and get their lunch in. How's my driving skills, guys? Can you rate them? So there we go, guys. We're out here for over an hour and a half, about hour and 40 minutes. Let me turn around the cameras, and then why not, right? Let me flip them this way. And then flip them this way so you guys can see the Yarbo. I'm crooked. I'm crooked right now. Do my YouTube. This tripod is my mortal enemy. There we go. Now you guys can see me a little bit. Hi there, I'm Ryan. I know we talked about this before. You guys know who I am. I do all the Yarbo lives out here. Where can I stand where I'm not in the way? Yeah, so that was our cut. We did about an hour, 40 minutes, man, live. I appreciate all the questions that everybody had. It was nice. Going into Labor Day weekend pretty quick here. We're going to do a couple more cuts before that. And then it's a 3-day weekend. Let your Yarbo do the work. We have our Yarbo 5-year warranty only till Sunday. And then that one's done. And then I know we got some good lives coming up. We got a couple. We're going to be in England pretty quick for a convention. You can see that on the Yarbo Facebook page. And we have another one coming up in Berlin. So if you are in Europe and you want to check out Yarbo, that'd be a good time. If you want to schedule a showcase too, you can go to yarbo.com and schedule a showcase where one of our users or somebody can do online demo, which this was really an online demo. I think you guys kind of get the gist of it. If you guys want to see more in these like online things, just let me know as well. I can show you guys, like anything. If you guys ask me something, how to do something, or you want to see something, just ask. And if I can't get it in this one, I'll get it in the next one. And so yeah, man, everyone have a blessed Wednesday. Halfway through the week now, officially, now that it's lunchtime. We're halfway through the workday, almost halfway through the week. And let's be positive. Let's have some fun times, and just check out yarbo.com. Follow us on social media, and we'll talk soon. So thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. I'm going to end this one. And